welcome to the day 8 of 15-day challenge to build and grow your e-commerce email list. So today we are going to be covering, and it's going to be a much shorter video today. We are going to be covering events, markets, or industry conferences, how you can collect the actual email addresses through these type of places. I would say that mostly all product-based businesses, they participate in some kind of like markets or fairs. And normally how it's done, they pre-plan those events in advance and they schedule them in their calendar. Maybe they do one weekend a month or 3 weekends or a month or 4 weekends a month, depending on the availability of the actual owner and what the person can actually do. Can they attend all these events in person, every weekend? For me personally, for Nadzen, when I was running Nadzen, I thought that those events, markets, they are amazing way to increase the cash flow fast, because if you're at the right event with the right target audience, everything changes, you make money fast and your products sell out. Let me give you an example, because at some point I had this experience when I was doing in-person markets with my Nadzen products, and it's Nadzen skincare brand. I was at one event where there were only about 100 attendees. So it was a private, wellness event. There were master classes on yoga, wellness, health. There were mostly women there. I don't think there were women with families. They were mostly young, or on the other hand, they already had grown-up kids, not with the young kids. And the event went over 2 days and I almost sold out of all my stock. It was absolutely incredible. I made like a month of money normally that I make in my e-commerce store in like 2 days. So you can get lucky with those in-person events like that, because this is the places where you get the right type of people for your right market. Then there are other events, other experience that I had with the similar actually event promotion company. They were creating a family day where there was a day set up for the families, and mostly families with young kids were joining this event, for the day out, and there was market stalls and everything. I sold absolutely zero at that event. Was not the right place, not the right target audience. So you see, I always would come back to that at some point. The audience is so important. To know who are your people, who is your tribe is so important, because even the choice of events is going to inform you whether you're going to make money or not make money, right? So when you know who this person is, you will select the right events, and you know that they will be interested to buy. When you don't know who this person is and you're just targeting kind of any events, the chances are that this is going to be a gamble. One day you might get lucky, and one day, there might be zero sales as well. So I have hands-on experience with that. So I would really love to learn from you on the events, markets, or fairs. If you are doing any of them, please comment under this video and get in touch with me in person. I would really love to hear your experiences on that. But to go back to our topic, how you can collect email addresses during the events. This is actually very easily done. Remember when we were talking on day 1 about giveaways, or the freebie, the free guide, or maybe the training that you would be creating, right, for those people. So this is exactly what you would do during the events. You might create a little poster with the giveaway and the announcement of the giveaway date. And you actually ask people to input their email addresses in your, in your system, or write them down on a piece of paper. I would recommend people to actually input it electronically, because everyone has a different handwriting. So sometimes, might misspell their email address, or we might misunderstand what they have spelled, and this email address will not go through. So that's why I always recommend to, have some kind of iPad or something. Maybe you have an iPad which directs them to your landing page, and this is where they enter their details, their name and their email address. And you can just ask them nicely, when they browse the products, even if they leave your stall without getting anything, you can say, hey, have you seen this poster? We are actually running a giveaway. You get an opportunity to win this, this, and that. And through this way, it also gives you the opportunity for conversations with the customers, with the potential customers. And, you might start chatting with them, and maybe they're going to be thinking twice, and they're going to come back to your products, and then they're actually going to buy from you. So those type of things, they're not only great for collecting email addresses, they're also great conversation starters, because we want to start the conversations with people. And sometimes it's very, very difficult to do at the markets or at the in-person events, because they're just browsing, they're quiet. You don't know who these people are, you don't know what they're looking for. You only can offer, especially if you're not proficient at sales, and you don't want to be intrusive, you might just stand back and let them browse, but then the likelihood of them buying something is very, very little. So we always have to nudge them a little bit, for purchase. Maybe ask them, what scents do you like? Would you like to try this product? So the great way to start the conversations is also to have some samples and testers, and the giveaways, and your maybe free guide or a training. So these are the perfect conversation starters. So you can actually have a couple of them at the fair. So that way, again, when the people pass by and they pass by your stall, they stopped at your stall, that they are interested in your products. If they would not stop at your stall, that means that, it's not the right fit. So when they even stop and they start to browse a little bit, even if they don't buy today, you got their email address, so you can actually nurture them to purchase tomorrow, not today, tomorrow, okay? So we're always thinking long-term game. That's it for today. Tomorrow, we are going to be focusing on the quizzes, on the product recommendation quizzes, and then that's going to be our day 9. And then we are going to start with welcome series and nurturing of these relationships that you've just built by using those landing pages, those methods that we've just talked about. So we're going to be talking about the welcome series, how to draft engaging newsletters, which systems to use, how to stay in touch with the customers, and so on and so forth. So amazing. Talk to you soon.